catapulted into adolescence and the social hierarchy of it with one phone call. It was 1987. It was a few weeks before my 12th birthday. And I was like kind of riding high off of the results of my 6th grade class's first slam book, because I was voted pretty, almost like a clean sweep, as the funniest girl in the 6th grade. And thank you. And up until then, I had been like this intractably awkward nerd, and I was not comfortable in my own skin. But once I got the results from the slam book, I felt like the world had just opened up for me. And I was ready to graduate elementary school and just hit middle school like on this like high of confidence that I'd never felt before. And this was just right up until Jessica called. So I received this call from Jessica, a friend, a lifelong friend. We'd gone to school together since we were in nursery school. And she and I had birthdays that were a week apart. And I was planning my birthday party and asked her to call because I wanted to make sure we weren't planning them for the same day so everyone could be at both of our parties. And she was like, yeah, Patty, I'm actually not going to have a big party this year. And I was like, okay, weird. It's like our last year of elementary school, but whatever, that's your choice. She's like, I'm going to do 2 small things, but like one of them I want to be just a sleepover with you, so I'm wondering if you could have a sleepover with me next Saturday. And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Like, we have sleepovers all the time. Sure, yeah, that sounds like fun. And, but what's the second thing you're doing? And she was like, oh, well, I'm just going to have, like, a little thing with this, like, equal number of boys and girls, and we're going to, I know, and we're gonna just like watch a movie and like play truth or dare and maybe do spin the bottle, but it's just gonna be like the girls and boys that were like voted like cute and pretty and popular and like want to kiss each other. And so, but my mom said it would be cool if we do a sleepover so we could celebrate. And I was like, okay, great. And all I wanted was to get immediately off the phone. And so I hung up, and like as I just like felt the like confidence just like evaporate out of my body, and like this like rock hard self-doubt just like settle in, which would like remain there throughout my adolescence. And I was like, oh my God, what is this feeling? And I suddenly realized that being voted the funniest or the smartest or the nicest was actually just a proxy for being unkissable. So I just like kind of sat there all like down, and my mom, like her mama bear instincts, like went into full-on hyperdrive, and she saw me from across the room. She's like, what did she say? And I was like, Mom, stop it, don't make a thing of this. Like, it's not a big deal. She invited me over for a sleepover. She's like, did she not invite you to her party? And I was like, no, she's having 2, and one of them is just like for kissable people, and I'm not kissable, and it's okay. And she was like, who would ever let their kid do this? And she was like ready to like scorched earth, like ruin everything. And I was like, do not do anything. Like, this is bad enough. And so she kind of like, I could see like her, like this Irish grudge like crystallize in her eyes, but she like let it go because she could tell I did not want to talk about it anymore. And she let me go to this sleepover, which was like the worst 18 hours of my life. And because it was like this, you know, I'm sure it was planned in order to make me not feel bad, but it was like, it made me feel so much worse because it was clearly not really a birthday party. It was more of a pity party. And so I just couldn't wait to go home. And I left that morning after the sleepover, went home and just like crawled into my bed and just wanted to just die. And I was then not that excited for my party. That was the next weekend because I was like, had been planning to have this like funny girl party with like Weird Al Yankovic music and like we did these like relay races outside the Mitchell-Lama building I lived in, and we had put tape on the ground, and we were going to do these relay races where some people run backwards and some people are blindfolded and everyone runs crazy, and it's going to be fun. We'll give out fake vomit as prizes, and but I just felt oh God, this is just so lame. I'm just it's like an undesirable party. Everyone's gonna have a bad time. And but my mom was like, you don't have to invite her to your party, all this stuff. So, but we had the party, and this group of kissable people who had bonded so much were in the same team, and me and my sort of misanthrope friends who were just sort of standing there were on the other team, and then something really magical happened. Jessica, who was in one of the relay races where you run backwards, kind of lost track of the lane and stepped off into the sort of dirt off the asphalt and stepped into a pile of dog shit. And I was at first, I was mortified. I was oh my God, this is the worst thing that could happen. I'm gonna have this dog shit party. And then I look up and my mom, this grin. She had been giving the evil eye to Jessica the whole time, but then I noticed that this all of that anger just melted away for her, and she walked over to me and my misanthrope friends and said, "Isn't that the great equalizer?" And that's it. Thank you.